The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war. Defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Move SWIFT as the wind and closely formed as the forest. Attack like fire and be still as the mountain. All warfare is based on deception. Know yourself and you will win all battles. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. The wise warrior avoids the battle. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. Pretend to be weak that he may grow arrogant. A leader leads by example, not by force. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. The skillful fighter puts himself into a position which makes defeat impossible. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. One mark of a great soldier is that he fights on his own terms or fights not at all. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson is to love your enemy. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy, so that he cannot fathom our real intent. Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by circumstances. To see victory only when it is visible to all is not the acme of excellence. Regard your soldiers as your children, and they will follow you into the deepest valleys. Whoever is first in the field and awaits the coming of the enemy will be fresh for the fight. Rouse him and learn the principle of his activity or inactivity. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. Great results can be achieved with small forces. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. When the outlook is bright, bring it before their eyes, but tell them nothing when the situation is gloomy. Hence, the skillful fighter puts himself beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waits for an opportunity to defeat the enemy. Management of many is the same as management of few. It is a matter of organization. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. Those skilled in war cultivate the moral law and strictly adhere to discipline. Do not press a desperate enemy too hard, for he will fight with the courage of despair. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. If words of command are not clear and distinct, the general is to blame. He who relies solely on warlike measures shall be exterminated. He who relies solely on peaceful measures shall perish. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. Oh, a wise general sees the invisible and acts before others can react. The peak of strategy is to make your opponent believe he chose his own defeat.